All right. All right. All right. I'm going to walk you through my every leg day warm up. And I have never had an injury due to lifting. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that remains the same. So I would say this is a very effective dynamic warm up. It involves obviously dynamic movement, which is mocking the movements that we're going to do, including a little core activation and a little glute activation. You can't really activate your muscles, but you can kind of start to stimulate the mind to muscle connection from the very beginning. And we can do that very well with light weights or our body weight. So I always incorporate that. So I always am going to start with a hip opener, having our feet and knees just a little wider than shoulder hips width. I'm going to use my hands back here just to kind of help keep my posture and chest open. Shoulder blades are kind of squeezing like there is a pencil in there. What I'm going to do is from the start, I start connecting to my breathing. So I'm going to take a nice big inhale through my nose. Exhale, drop those knees. Coming up, inhale. Exhale, drop these knees. You're going to repeat this, honestly, for as long as you want, continuing the breathing. Some days my hips are really tight and they need a lot of love and a lot of opening. Other days they're feeling loose and ready to get crazy. But I typically am between 8 to 15 reps of basically everything you're going to see. Again, kind of just depending where I'm at with my cycle, how my body's feeling, how it's recovering that week, all the things. So always starting with those hip openers. I'm going to instantly go into another, again, working on opening up those hips and those hip flexors. You're going to have your working leg at about a 90-degree angle. You want your heel to be where you're driving that weight in. So instantly I'm going to tuck my pelvic bone under. So I already feel that engagement in my hip and flexor, and I'm going to throw my weight down through my heel, keeping my heel down on the ground. So we're now working our ankle mobility, knee flexion, opening up that hip right here. You're going to send it back, and now you're going to lengthen that hamstring. You don't want to hold this long because it will become a static stretch. So then instantly, again, shooting it up, tucking those hips, hip flexors engaged, pressing down into that heel, and shooting it back. Again, here I'm in this movement between 5 to 8 reps on both legs. So same exact same thing here. Same angles, same concept, tucking that tailbone, driving forward, keeping that heel down, quick send back, lengthening, stretching out those hamstrings. From there, you're going to instantly just pop it on up, and you're going to drop it down into a low squat. I will call these Chinese squats sometimes. This is going to help us with our mobility. Again, ankle mobility, any issues that we're going to have, it's going to start from our feet. So making sure that our feet are planted down, chest is up. You're going to hold this here for 20, 30 seconds. Then you're going to send those hips up, keeping those elbows on your knees, tucking that chin, letting everything come loose. You're going to send it back down and right back up. Again, from that same breathing from those hip openers, you want to keep your breathing. Nice big inhale. As you lengthen those muscles, exhale, contracting those muscles. Again, staying here for about 8 to 10 reps. From there, you're going to drive it up. You're going to start hitting those body weight squats. So I always do, again, anywhere between 10 to 15, kind of just getting blood flowing, breathing through, making sure our form is right, chest is open, hips, feet, ankles, everything are in alignment. We're here. You want to think, inhale, lengthen muscles, exhale, contract. From here, I'm going to send those arms forward and those hips back, hinging like a good morning or an RDL. Why am I sweating and why am I wearing sweats right now? Again, as many reps as you need, kind of just depending on your body. Coming back to center, you're gonna find more of a sumo stance here. So sumo is a lot wider, much wider than hips width, and shoulder width. Toes are gonna be pointed outward, externally rotated. You are going to drop it down into a squat, dropping your knee one at a time, down. Again, working on those hips, opening them up. Keeping that core nice and engaged. That's 4. I always do about 5 to 8. 5 and up. From there, you're going to sumo squat, really reach those arms, and we're up. And sumo squat, reaching those arms up higher. Every time, trying to reach those fingertips a little higher, keeping that chest nice and open. From there, we're going to lay on our backs. Again, core and a little bit of glute activation, kind of just to feel the things we need to feel. So, pelvis. Naturally, you're going to have a big gap here under your back. You don't want that. So, tuck under, having a posterior pelvic tilt so that my back is now flat. I can't fit a piece of paper underneath it. I'm going to send those feet up into a tabletop, arms as well, extending, breathing in, inhaling, exhale, come together. Think about lengthening and contracting that core. Staying here for about 10 to 15 reps on each side. From there, you're going to plant those feet down, keeping that pelvis tilted so that, again, your back is flat. You are going to drive up through your heels, and you are going to exhale. So I'm squeezing everything, including my core. Slowly, I'm going to roll down, thinking from the top of my spine to the bottom, all the way down. The second my booty hits that ground, I'm sending it straight up. Be super dramatic about your breathing. Again, just really thinking of engaging that core and your booty. Again, anywhere between 10 to 15 reps. From there, on your last rep, you're going to then march upward, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Keeping those hips straight and square as much as possible. Again, if this movement starts to pull on your lower back, reset and engage that core. So you're going to blow it with air. Exhale, contract, sending those hips back up and restarting that movement for, again, anywhere between 8 to 10 reps each. Once you've finished that, you're going to do that little circuit again, starting with the dead bugs, and you're going to go through that circuit about 2 times, ending with 12 reps on each side. You're going to come into what would be ready for a neutral cat-cow. You're going to lift that foot up to the ceiling as if you have a tattoo of your name on your foot, and you're going to press it up to the ceiling for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and repeat on the other side. And you're going to go through this circuit of this one movement 2 times, back to back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, that is my leg day warm up through and through. It stays the same. And then I go into my warm up sets. So I hope this helps and brings peace to your body.